Morning, greenies. This is Chris and the pig coming at you from Nevada. Wanted to make a video this morning talking about recovery gear. We're all going to need it. It's a great idea to have it. If you don't have any, you're going to want to get some. We're all going to need it at some point. So, I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I do the best I can. There's the pig in all its glory. I've had her for a little over 20 years now. Gone through a lot of iterations. And I'm repping the shirt, of course. Green Jeeps only, baby. Gotta love it. So let's talk recovery gear. So I think a lot of people immediately think winch when they discuss recovery gear. Gotta have it. I don't know that you really need to have a winch. Do I think it's a good idea? Of course. Do I believe in going out wheeling by yourself and you're going to have to recover yourself every time? Absolutely not. I think you got to have somebody with you. Wheeling alone is a bad idea no matter what you're in. But anyway, there's a winch. I'm a firm believer in synthetic winch line. Cable can be a little bit scary, dangerous, but you know, you run what you brung. And if you need it, you need it. I think I've used my winch to recover myself or somebody, maybe 15 times in 20 years. That's a lot of wheeling miles involved. So, is it a necessity? No. Are they nice to have? Absolutely. Let's reel around to the back, because this is where I think the important stuff is hiding. There we go. Look at that. Green Jeeps only. Absolutely. Not normal graphics. Gotta grab your decals. There we are. Love it. Love it, love it. So this is the pig. Coming back to the business end over here. Let's see if I can get it to open up for you. There we are. The sun's gonna play a little trick on me, but we'll see if I can work this out. So in the back of my car, as you can see, I have a lot of spare parts, tools in there, a recovery bag. That's got to be on the list. So let's get this thing open and see what we have in here. Winch line. I love winch line. They're good guys over there. They make some great products. So shackles. Shackles are key in my opinion. If you don't have shackles, you're doing something wrong. Got to be able to tie stuff together. In here I also have a hand line. Let me get this fly off of me. Hand line, that's for, you know, if you're on those steep angles, you don't necessarily need a winch line to hold yourself up. There's a little more comfort off angle. I have these synthetic lines that are tied into my roll cage up in the corner here. They can just take this winch line, this hand line, either on itself, just right here on the short line, or you can take one of the longer lines and clip it in here. And you can pull, or your buddy can pull, while you're puckered up and trying to get through the obstacle. So, a hand line, I think that's a good idea. Let's see what else is in my bag of tricks over here. Let's see. Oh, this for sure. Most definitely a necessity. That's a tree strap. You wrap that around a tree, so you don't screw the tree up with your winch line or whatever you're using your cable, and then you take your shackle and tie that all together, and then you can hook your winch line to that. Much safer for both the tree and you. You don't have to worry about anything coming apart in the middle. Always a great idea. Oh, look at that. Way down deep, what do you see? Another shackle. Absolutely. If you don't have two, you don't have any, in my opinion. And I think I even have more in here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, never enough shackles. Snatch blocks. Snatch blocks are also very important. If you're going to be doing any winching in any non-perfect conditions, snatch block's the way to go. One, it doubles your winch capacity, both on your friend's rig or your rig. And if you're really stuck, you're probably going to want to double your capacity no matter how big a winch you are. It does slow down the recovery speed, but it's well worth it in my opinion. Got to have a snatch block. And if you got a winch around something, like around a car that's broke in front of you, or off a tree around a corner, 2 snatch blocks is never a bad idea. Gotta have them. One thing you gotta make sure is that the snatch block is sized correctly. A lot of people don't necessarily realize this. You gotta have this size of the pulley, needs to be the right size for your winch line. If this is too small and you try and put your big 1/2 inch winch line or 3/8 winch line through there, it's going to bind, it's going to cut your winch line, it's going to cause you a whole lot of grief. So make sure that that is the right size for your winch line. What's next? Let's see. All right, we have these. These are for putting on your winch line, primarily synthetic winch line. So you can wrap this around it. Say if you're winching over a rock or around something, the winch line can pass through it, so it keeps the abrasions off of it. Good idea. I don't think I've ever used them, or at least this set anyway. I had an old set that I'm sure that I destroyed, so I picked up some new ones a while back. Good idea to have. Doesn't cost you much. Next, what else? Oh yeah, these are the important parts. Let's go throw these on the ground and take a look at them. What we have here are just extension ropes. As simple and as silly as it is, these can be used for just about anything. They're strong enough that I use them for toe straps. Instead of having one of those big flat straps, I have these. You can link them together. You can run them separate. I think one of them's about 20 feet long, and the other one's, I think, 15 feet long. So a little bit of versatility, you know. Sometimes you need it all together. You put them together, and now you got about almost 50 feet of strap, or you have 15 or 20 or whatever you need. So the other thing these are handy for with my situation here is this hand line, because I can take this hand line and tie it into this carabiner, and then the other end goes into the hand line here, and now you can stand back from the car 15, 20, 30 feet away and have all your big fat buddies pulling on it, so that doesn't let you roll over, or at least makes you feel better. If you get enough of them on there, they'll stop you from rolling. So, yep, I've been there. Trust me on that. Let's see, what else do we have in here? That might be it. Oh, we have something hiding in here. Let's take a look at it. So yeah, let's see what's in here. It's probably some random spare part. Imagine that, me having random spare parts. Oh, yep, that's a brake line. That's a factory brake line. It looks like a stock set of front brake lines and the banjo fittings. Just in case something breaks, it may not be what you want, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than a 2-piece brake line. So apparently that just rides in there. It's been in there for a long time. So that's my recovery gear in a nutshell. I think it's very important to make sure that you have some. I think that it is very important that you know how to use what you have. Oh, one piece of recovery gear that I didn't mention yet. Very useful. High lift jack. I don't know if you can really tell what that is sitting in there, but it's strapped down nice and tight, along with some more spare parts, tie rod in and all that good stuff, tie rod. So yeah, recovery gear. Hedge your bet to your side by having the right stuff with you and knowing how to use it. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, let me know. Any suggestions, I'm always up. So thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Green Jeeps only, baby. Have a great day. Enjoy the sun.